say goodbye to never feeling motivated enough to pick yourself up and go to the gym. Because in this video, I'm giving you 7 different techniques that you can use and apply on yourself to always be wanting to go to the gym and always be wanting to work on yourself and even tricking yourself into thinking you want to go to the gym. It's crazy. I call it synthetic motivation, okay? But synthetic motivation turns into real discipline. Keep that in mind. We'll take Jaden here. Previous clients of mine have used these techniques before. Jaden here went from beer belly to visible abs in 90 days. And I'm going to tell you what techniques he used, okay? Ryan, same thing, full body recomp. I can't even tell these guys are the same person, okay? We'll start off with technique 1, and that is a mental reframe, okay? Guys, most people think, oh, I'm too tired, I'll skip today. But energy works in reverse. Movement creates energy by spiking dopamine, okay? The movement, even Planet Fitness says this on their commercials. Oh, you want that, you get the E+ or whatever they say on their commercials. Movement creates energy. Treat the gym as an ATM. You put in 20 to 30 minutes and you can withdraw energy, clarity, and confidence. Once your brain associates gym with energy boost, the resistance fade, okay? You need that mental reframe of thinking that, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna hate it because I hated it last time. No, it's not how it works. Step 2, you need the 10-minute trick, okay? This one has worked on myself so many times, I'm not gonna lie. This one works, okay? I can say this from firsthand experience. Tell yourself, oh, I'll just go for 10, in my case, maybe 20 minutes. You'll get there, you'll do a couple sets, you can leave if you want, but 90% of the time, momentum takes over and you finish the whole session. I've had some of my best gym sessions using this trick on myself. I hit a PR of 315 pounds for 10 on squat, and I went into the gym, forcing myself to, because I was like, whatever, my friend's going. We'll give this a shot. It's about to be the worst leg day ever. No, dude, it was literally the best. This bypasses the brain's all or nothing trap, okay? This makes the task smaller than your excuses. The all or nothing trap is something crucial to avoid, okay? Let's just say, I see this on Instagram all the time. You know, you pour a glass of water, you spill a little bit, or you're gonna pour the whole glass all over the counter because you missed this much in the glass. No, you're gonna try to be as accurate as possible going forward. Step 3 from the picture, as most of you might be able to tell, prepare, okay? Things like caffeine can definitely help you, okay? Often you don't lack motivation at all. You're just stuck in the wrong state. So quick hacks to change state before training, okay? You can do a cold shower, sometimes a face dunk, sometimes I'll wash my face. You can do like a hype song. You know, I always listen to Chief Keef sometimes in the car, or you can do some caffeine, which is some fast acting stimulation. However, you need to be careful with the caffeine, okay? So your body follows your state. Fix the state, the gym follows. Coming up to number 4, remove the friction. And I always like to do this by making sure that I don't have the no time excuse, by blocking off the time on my calendar that I'm going to be working out that day. You know, sometimes I have to switch things around, but most of the time my main goal on the calendar and in the day is just trying to stick to the calendar. And obviously, this is literally today, by the way. I have hit legs and I definitely did it. I got there a little later than I wanted to, but after moving some things around, I definitely went to the gym and I definitely had a good session. Lay out gym clothes every night before. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to keep a pre-packed gym bag by the door, throw some snacks in there as well. Program a calendar like I did before, just like I showed you. The less decision steps between you and lifting, the less likely you are to negotiate with yourself. All right, so you know what's easier than motivation or discipline? Changing your environment and removing friction, okay? That is actually less work than having that intrinsic motivation or discipline. Step 5 is just to keep it fun, okay? Create a minimum standard workout for bad days, okay? 2 compound lifts, bench, rows, squat, deadlifts, whatever you want to do. Do 1 all-out set on each. Should take less than 20 minutes. This way you never skipped. Worst case, you hit your minimums, okay? I'll give you an example. For chest day, I had a minimum requirement of just dips and incline dumbbell press, 1 set each. Those were very efficient and I was sore for days on end after hitting the minimums. Obviously, I did need to increase volume at one point, but during tough times in my life, the minimum rule really kept my gains afloat, okay? Step 6, identity over motivation. What a great copyright picture I have here, but I have it here because ask yourself, what would a fit person do? Then do that. This is something, it's also, part of envisioning yourself. Okay, a lot of people do vision boards. They take pictures of things they want or want to be accomplished in the future. You need to envision yourself. When I was growing my Instagram, I asked myself, if I want to create content full-time on Instagram, what would a person that is doing that already have set? Okay, and I know at that time in my life, I was like, okay, I wouldn't be posting randomly. I would be posting on a set schedule, and I would know ahead of time what I'm posting. Okay, if you want to never skip, start saying, I'm the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. You are what you practice. Okay. Step 7, dopamine pairing. This is also something that I use and can verify firsthand. Funny picture I have here, but it's because I have a story attached to it. I have a client that only watches a certain anime series while they're doing cardio. So I put an anime picture of anime people doing cardio here, but they only go to the gym and they only watch this certain series when they're on the treadmill. And that's what keeps them doing the treadmill that I program for them. Okay. Pair the gym with something you already enjoy. Only listen to specific things, like specific podcasts at the gym. Because if you let yourself listen or watch the same things outside of the gym, you're not going to pair mentally the gym with that certain dopamine that you get from intaking that kind of media, okay, or consuming it. Sip your favorite energy drink only on workout days. If you're a White Monster girl or gal or guy, only have those at the gym. Your brain starts craving the gym because it is linked to that reward, okay? Step 5, the cost of inaction. Newton's first law right here, a body in motion remains in motion, or a body at rest remains at rest unless acted upon by a force, okay? Visualize the negative outcome of not going. A year from now, same body, same insecurities, same frustration. Write a one-line reminder in your phone. Skipping today equals weaker tomorrow. Some people do really well with sayings or quotes. Me personally, I don't, but I know a lot of people that do. Humans move faster away from pain than towards pleasure. Use both, okay? Step 6, gamify the progress. This is also something I use firsthand. This is not my exact screenshot, but I use this app. It's called Strong. And basically, you're just wanting to hit PRs on everything you track. So it says right here, the previous one. And then obviously you're going to want to be typing in something that's more than the previous right here, okay? So, track it like a video game. Beating last week's numbers equals leveling up. So a lot of people do this in a way that doesn't sound fucking nerdy, but it's just something that works for some people. I do use the Strong app, and I used to use Notes, and it does become addicting, okay? Hitting those PRs. Even when my clients see at the end of their workouts, when they log it, oh, you hit a new PR today. It happens every time because you have the progress to look back. This goes hand in hand with just tracking in general. Track your workouts. Last but not least, the social pressure trigger. This can be either your greatest benefit or your greatest downfall. This is a picture of McDonald's. I have this here because I had a client that only put on their story, on their Instagram stories, everything good that they were eating, but they never put everything bad that they were eating. And whenever I would have these check-in calls and this client would tell me that they might have fallen apart on a weekend, I said to him, well, what'd you eat? And he said, oh, dude, it was bad. I went to a couple of drive-thrus, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. And I said, oh, I didn't see any of that on your story. Why are you only posting the good things that you eat on your story? And I challenged him. I said, I want you to post one meal from every day that you eat on your story, okay? And I can't have you just posting the good ones because it's false. It's not true and it's not genuine. Post the bad ones. See what people say, okay? Accountability works when discipline doesn't. Here are your options. Post your gym check-ins on social media. You might get made fun of. I don't give a shit. I used to do that all the time. And I used to get friends shitting on me, but in a good way. Oh, dude, your calves, dude, what's going on? Do you skip leg day? I'm glad that they said that. I'm glad I had friends that cared enough about my physique to make me sure that the next time I posted a photo that I didn't look bad on my legs. You could also have a gym buddy who expects you there. Sometimes this can also, like I said, The social pressure trigger can either be the best thing or the worst thing, but when it works fucking well. The gym buddy could also, though, not have the same goals as you and also convince you to either skip that day or do something that double-edged sword there. Hire a coach. This is an amazing option. Link in the description. It works both ways. Social shame is kind of like that story I told you about with the McDonald's and my client. Can work very well. However, some people don't take comments lightly on social media as well, so it can affect them mentally. Me personally, whenever I was growing up and I saw these guys like Mike Chang on Instagram or YouTube, or Cameron Dallas or other Vine stars that were getting all these attention from girls, I never was like, oh, I'll never be able to look like them. I never said that. I took that and used it as motivation. It was like, how can I become more attractive so that girls will talk to me the same way they talk to these Vine stars? So thank you for watching this video. If you are looking for guidance with your fitness journey, look at the link below, book a call with me. I highly recommend watching another video as well and subscribing for more videos like this.